Today, I'll be giving you a breakdown into what it's like to live in the beautiful city of Newport Beach. There's so many different neighborhoods within the city. So in this video, I'll be giving you a breakdown and a glimpse into 3 different neighborhoods: Corona Del Mar, Newport Coast, and Crystal Cove. I'll be highlighting some of the nuances and differences inside those neighborhoods. Plus, we'll see several homes so you can check to see what best fits your lifestyle and your budget. We'll also check out some restaurants and some things to do in the area. Let's go check it out. If this is your first time in our channel and you want to know everything about living in Orange County, California, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so that you could be the first to know about the current market in Orange County. My name is Kai Kim with Living the Orange County Life. We get calls every day from people just like you, so whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out to us, as all of our contact information is in the description box below. We would be so happy and so honored to help you make a smooth move to Orange County, California. Now let's take a closer look at Newport Beach, California. Here in Corona Del Mar, they started building in the early 1900s, and homes start in that 720 square feet for a beach cottage, all the way to a mega mansion of 22,000 square feet. The condos start in that $1.05 million mark, and then townhouses in that 2.2. You can get a single family residence starting in that $2.3 million range all the way to a $50 million price point. But for that $50 million, you can bet that you're gonna get this absolutely gorgeous view of the ocean. We're here in Corona Del Mar, and what we're gonna do right now, we're on Ocean Boulevard right now. We're gonna drive through Corona Del Mar so you can see and get a feel of the community and see the kind of like the differences in all the houses. So from here, we're gonna pan over there to where Big Corona is over there, which is part of Corona Del Mar State Beach. And past that break wall on the other side is where Balboa Peninsula is, and the wedge where lots of surfers go to because they got really big waves over there. All right, so we're gonna head out. And also behind us is Little Corona, which is another great beach if you want to take your families to. Both of these beaches are great options for families. There's lifeguards there, lots of families that are there to spend the weekend or spend the day at the beach. Okay, and then we're gonna make a right here on Marguerite. So here on Marguerite goes all the way up Corona Del Mar, so I thought it would be the best street for us to kind of just drive up. So you can see these homes, there's so much character. Every single home is a little bit different from the next, which is like one of the great characteristics of Corona Del Mar. You have these giant homes to some of the smaller beach cottages, which honestly it gives it a lot of variety here in Corona Del Mar, where you're not gonna get like more of those cookie cutter homes that you'll see in either Newport Coast, which a lot of those are custom, but they look kind of alike. They have a similar feel to them, or you know, like those Irvine homes, which are definitely a lot more cookie cutter. And then so we're driving up Marguerite right now, and then we're gonna pass Coast Highway to get to the top of Corona Del Mar, which those homes are a little bit bigger in terms of square footage on the lot size. And then right here on my left is one of my favorite restaurants, which is Bandera. They have really great food there. Bandera has really great ribs, chicken, American food. They have great drinks. Their bar is amazing. Definitely one restaurant to check out. And then right here, we're just passing PCH right now. And if you want to just pan to the other side, there's a bunch of streets. We'll drive by there in a little bit. But there's a bunch of like little village shops. They got coffee shops. They've got, you know, like pizza shop, bagel shops, lots to do. And it's honestly really fun. All right, and then we're gonna go up Marguerite. And if you want to just show some of these houses over here, really super cute. And one of the characteristics of Corona Del Mar that I did forget to mention is that a lot of these lots are R2 lots, they're zoned for 2 residences to be on 1 lot. So some of the homes you're gonna see a front lot and a back lot. So with the front lot, a lot of them are like, let's say like this one's 603, and then there would be a 603 and a half on the back side. So you're gonna see a lot of that here because there's very limited land and a lot of people wanna be here. So what they've done is they split the lots in halves. So some of them are attached, some of them are detached. So depending on, you know, what your preference is, and if you're okay with living on a back lot to be close to the beach, that's a good option for you as well. And then these are some of the different communities here. We have Harbor View, the Harbor Views community over here. Some of these lots are much bigger, and then if you like those ranch style homes, you'll find them probably on this northern side of Corona del Mar. Some of them are attached though, so if you know you're going to still be spending several $1,000,000 to get an attached home possibly, but the lot sizes are bigger and you will get a backyard, where on the southern side, on the flower streets of Corona del Mar, you're not going to get those backyards. Whereas on the northern side of Corona del Mar, you have more of that lot size. So if you want a backyard, you want a place for your kids to hang out at, this northern side of Corona del Mar would be a great option. So we're gonna drive up Marguerite, and then I'm gonna make a left on San Joaquin, and then we're gonna head over to Fashion Island, just so you can see how close Fashion Island is if you were to live in this neighborhood. This neighborhood on the left-hand side, Jasmine Creek, is a gated community within Corona del Mar. A lot of single-story homes. They do have, you know, 2 levels as well, but a lot of single-story homes. And again, attached condos, but you know, some of them run up to like 2,800 square feet. So you can still get your square footage there if you'd like. Corona del Mar does have its own high school. So if you are in Corona del Mar, you would be going to the Corona del Mar High School. You know, great school. I think it's an 8 out of 10. So great option for, you know, a lot of the residents here. And if not, if you want to send your kids to private, Sage Hills is very super close to here, which is an amazing, you know, private school that a lot of people send their kids to. Great academics, you know, great sports. We are turning left on San Joaquin, and what we're going to do now is we're going towards Fashion Island. So I wanted to just kind of give you guys a proximity of how far it would take to get to Fashion Island from the top of Corona del Mar. On the left, we're actually going to come up on one of like a really cool spot to hang out at, which is called Rogers Garden. They also have pretty amazing restaurant there called the Farmhouse at Rogers Garden. So definitely something to check out. And like seasonally, what they'll do is they'll switch up the decorations over there. So Christmas, Halloween, great time to visit. Actually over here on the right, really quickly, sorry to throw it last minute, there's a Gelson's over here. So if you wanted to do some shopping for the house, some grocery shopping, that would be a really great option to be able to head over. And then again, like I said, Rogers Garden is going to be right here on the right-hand side, the left-hand side, sorry, my left. So we're coming up on Fashion Island, where Fashion Island is located in Newport Center, where, you know, there's a lot of corporate offices over there. So some big offices like Pac Life and Pimco, they're located right here in Newport Center. So if you were to work in Newport Center and live in Corona del Mar, the drive is like 5 minutes, you know, at most 10, 15 minutes. If you're, you know, down a little bit more on the southern side of Corona del Mar, closer to the beach, you might have to have, you know, some stop signs or some red lights to get up to here. But honestly, it's such a close drive, so it's really conveniently located right over here. And you know, a lot of people know Fashion Island. You know, it's a famous shopping center that people come here just to visit and to go shop at. A place to be seen, you know, a place to take pictures, and you know, lots of Instagrammable spots to visit. And yeah, so we're gonna head over to Fashion Island. We're gonna drive through. I'm gonna show you some of the restaurants there. We're going to drive by some of the restaurants over there. And there's 2 theaters also in Fashion Island. There's the Edwards Theater, and then there's also a high-end theater called The Lot. They've got like cushion, like, what is it, like seats that you can lay back, super cushioning. They got, you know, wait staff that come to your seat. You can have wine, you can have beer. They have mixed drinks there. one of my personal favorite theaters, and it's just so nice, and it's luxurious. So definitely a place to check out. So we're going to make a left here on Santa Rosa to get into Newport Center. As you can see, there's the Fashion Island signs right over here, and then you'll see the corporate offices. And then once we drive up, you'll be able to see, the first thing that you see is going to be Whole Foods, which who doesn't love a Whole Foods, right? You can get your groceries there, or another option, like I said, was Gelson's just right up the street. If you don't want to deal with the traffic here at Fashion Island, that's definitely an option for you. So yeah, this is just so conveniently located, you know, for everybody to be able to, you know, get in and out of, so close to home. So if you wanted to stay further away from, you know, all of the traffic, the tourism and everything, you want to live on the higher end, or the top portion of CDM, you can get away from all that. Or if you want to be closer to like that beachy town feel, you can get that on the southern side of CDM, where, you know, it's walking distance to the beach. So, you know, lots of different options here in the smaller community of Corona Del Mar. But yeah, very, very, very exciting, and lots of things to do. All right, so we're driving in. Here we go. As you can see, you know, over here there's like Irvine Company is also one of the bigger companies that are here in Newport Center. You've got, for shopping, you've got Bloomingdale's, you have Nordstrom's, you got Macy's, you know, lots of high-end stores that, you know, you're not going to really be able to find at other malls. You have easy access here, and then also lots of fine dining foods, or just lots of dining options. Honestly, you got Joey's, which is like the newest, hottest restaurant of Newport Beach. Definitely want to check that one out. Put that on your list of things or list of places to go check out to eat. You have True Foods, which is more of like the healthier option, you know, vegan options and vegetarian options for people who are, you know, in that lifestyle. You know, Newport Beach is very, very, you know, respectable when it comes to making sure that they have foods for people who have different dietary restrictions. And True Foods is one of those really great restaurants where you have lots of options for that. R&D is one of my favorite restaurants. So delicious. They have a French dip sandwich that is by far my favorite thing to eat there, and their carrot cake is to die for. It's really delicious, and that's what they're known for. Their carrot cake is famous, so definitely try to go check that out. They have Cucina Enoteca, which is a really great Italian restaurant, as well as Sushi Roku if you're looking for, you know, something a little bit more Asian. They also have PF Chang's if you're looking for Chinese food. Got a Barnes and Noble here. They have an espresso shop, so, you know, if you need to get your coffee fix, you got your Nespresso shop. And then of course you can't have a shopping center without a Starbucks. And then some other really great restaurants that are not as well known is like Great Maple is, you know, one of those staples here. Really good American food. They got like these donuts for dessert that are so super delicious. And yeah, we have just lots of options. They have a food court here, so if you're looking for a little bit more of a casual, fast casual type of, you know, fast food, they have Chick-fil-A here. They got Five Guys here, and just lots of options. So like if you have like a picky family, you don't know what to eat, you guys can always go to the food court and just let everybody pick their own foods. So you don't have to just sit at one restaurant. You got lots of options there. Hop Dottie is another burger place. Really delicious. They got beers on tap. They get their shoestring fries are really yummy, and their burgers are just overall just super delicious. So yeah, this is the gist of, you know, Fashion Island, and yeah, come check it out when you guys are in town. You know, let me know if you guys have any questions, and yeah. Excited to have been able to show you this neighborhood. We're here today in Bee Candy, which is a staple here in Corona Del Mar. You can see the ice cream shop or candy store from right outside of PCH because it's bright pink. It's really pink, really gorgeous. And then I just want to show you here, they have so much ice cream options here. They got dessert options. beautiful, bright candy and cookies and cakes here. And then in the rest of the shop here, it's a great place to bring your kids. There's, it's a great place to be able to give them a reward for being a great kid or just for fun, something to do on the weekends. Just look how beautiful and colorful it is over here. They got lots of things to be able to buy, lots of candies, lots of stuffed animals, just lots of souvenirs. So come check it out. All right, we're on PCH right now, and then right over there you can see there's several restaurant options. We have Nair for great Indian food, super delicious if you're into Indian food. They have El Cholo, which is a great Mexican option. And then we have an Ace Hardware store over here, as well as a Rite Aid. So easily and conveniently located, so that if you wanted to, if you needed anything, you can easily just go get that. So some of the other restaurants here on PCH, they got Five Crowns. You have Side Door, which is a gastro pub. Again, Bandera that we drove by earlier. Lots of really great restaurants. You have Gulfstream in the CDM Plaza, as well as Bristol Farm, so another market option for you. There's a Surla tab there if you wanted to do some shopping. And there's actually just numerous amounts of retail store in that CDM Plaza. So lots of options for you, and just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like to be out here. Corona Del Mar is so much fun. Next, we're gonna kick it up a notch. And although you can get luxury in every neighborhood in Newport Beach, our next two communities, Newport Coast and Crystal Cove, raise the bar with some of the most expensive real estate in Southern California. They started building here in Newport Coast in the early 1990s. Homes range in the 1,100 to 20,000 square feet range, so that's a big range. Condos are about that $1.3 million starting point, and then townhouses in that $2.5 million starting point. You can get a single family home about in the $2.7 million range all the way to $40 million. We are headed up the little pathway to Ocean Ridgeview Park here in Newport Coast. This is one of the several parks here in Newport Coast, which has an amazing view of the coastline. So I just wanted to show you. Right over there, look at all that. And so these parks are not open to the public. This is for residents only. So if you do live in the neighborhood, this would be an amazing park to come to get your morning coffee and just look at that view. It is so gorgeous up here. Ooh, look at that water. We're gonna make it all the way to the top. Of course, doggy bags. Pick up after your dogs, please. And just look how beautiful this is. It's so gorgeous. Look at that view. This is perfect for a wedding shoot, honestly. It's so gorgeous up here. And then you can see the neighborhoods of Newport Coast down there. And then just a nice little bench to be able to have your morning coffee at. I'm so excited to show you guys this absolutely gorgeous home today. It is $9 million, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4,700 square feet on a 10,000 square foot lot. Let's go check it out. We are here in Newport Coast today. It's so beautiful here. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm sure you heard me say that all throughout Newport Beach. But if you can just see down the road, there's like peekaboo views of the ocean because the houses are in the way. But if you lived here, you would have a full panoramic view if you lived in one of these houses here in Newport Coast. Even some of the condos and townhouses have full on like panoramic gorgeous views here in Newport Coast. So homes of all ranges, condos, townhouses, and the mega mansions will all have that super ginormous gorgeous view here. So in Newport Coast, when you think about Newport Coast, you're thinking about, you know, luxury, you're thinking about high-end homes, you're thinking gated community, you know, and you're thinking ocean views. Newport Coast is considered one of the most exclusive neighborhoods here in Newport Beach. And honestly, in Southern California, you really cannot get a community quite like this, where you're getting the ocean views and it's gated. 95% of Newport Coast is gated, with a majority of that being 24-hour guard gated kind of community, where you have to show your ID. You got to get your ID scanned in order to get through those gates. And then Newport Coast consists of 9,400 acres of just land, where 75% of it is dedicated to like open nature preserves and open space or golf courses. So though that 75% of that 9,400 acres cannot be built on. So that's something to think about. It's very exclusive. There's not a lot of land for them to build, like in addition to what is already here. So it's truly, truly a gem, you know, here in South County, and it's such a beautiful place to live. It's one of my personal favorite neighborhoods to be in, and it's just, you know, all the houses are just so gorgeous here. Next, we're gonna head to Pelican Hill Resort, one of the many things to do here in Newport Coast. I can't wait to show you. We are here at the resort at Pelican Hill, and as you can see behind me, it is so gorgeous here. So the resort sits on over 500 acres of land in Newport Coast, and it offers so many amenities for you to come get a staycation if you wanted to, or a vacation. They have golfing over here that's open up to the public, and then you get these jaw-dropping views that are right behind me. And then they also have amazing dining options here. Pelican Grill is really delicious. And then there's a pool, the Coliseum pool, that's famously known for being 136 feet across, a full circle. And there's also a 5-star spa here, so you definitely want to check that out. So if you've done your golfing all day and you want to go by the pool, rent a cabana, and then you want to go to the spa to have your massage and facial, then go grab a bite to eat, that's definitely the full itinerary I planned out for you for a day to come check out at the Pelican Resort. You'll definitely want to add this to your list of things to do once you make your move down here to Newport Coast. Next, we're going to go a little bit more south down the coast to Crystal Cove. Crystal Cove is located inside Newport Coast, but it's a beast of its own. So let's get to the next location so I can show you why. We're here in Crystal Cove today. Crystal Cove is an exclusive neighborhood, the most exclusive neighborhood in Newport Coast. They started building here in the 1990s. The homes range between that 2,600 to 22,000 square feet. Condos start here at $5.5 million. And the single family residences and homes, they start in that $10 million range, all the way up to $61 million. There is one house, Villa de Formosa, that just sold for $61 million, and that's the 22,000 square feet home that I'm talking about. Here in Crystal Cove, just so that you're aware, the the kids that live in this neighborhood would be slated for the Laguna Beach School District, which is something that is important to mention. Beach School Districts are great schools. They're 9s out of 10s, smaller classroom sizes. Definitely a great option. If you're looking for more of a private school setting, Sage Hill is always well-renowned, a really great school. They have the Crystal Cove Canyon Club here, which is, resort-like amenities that they provide for the community. They have a junior Olympic-size pool. They got tennis courts. They have dining terraces, meeting spaces, and they have a spa there as well. So definitely one of the top amenities here in Crystal Cove that you definitely would get to take advantage of if you lived here. Again, exclusive neighborhood, absolutely gorgeous. You have beautiful coastline views in a lot of the homes. So let's go check them out. And we're now about to drive through Crystal Cove. So we're at the very top of Crystal Cove and we're gonna work our way down. So a lot of these homes on the top are custom homes. And then I just want you to look right behind you. You can see right over here, lots of mountain views. And then we're gonna go around to the other side where you can see the ocean views. But there's some really beautiful homes here. So I just wanted to show, a lot of these homes, totally custom, absolutely gorgeous, newer homes, because since the community in itself is a newer community built in the 90s, so a lot of these homes are well taken care of, very manicured, resort style living. So we're gonna just kind of drive through this side, and then if you could just show these gorgeous homes over here. Inside the community of Crystal Cove, there's additional 2 communities that are gated as well. So you get 2 gates to get into Crystal Cove, to get to your, second gated community within Crystal Cove. So we're gonna drive by that right now. And again, super exclusive. So really, if you're looking to kind of be away from people, you want the privacy, this is definitely the community to look out for. And we're about to drive down this hill where you can see all of the ocean view. It's so pretty over here. You cannot go wrong, right? Looking at these views. And in Crystal Cove, we have arguably, probably, most likely, the most expensive real estate here in Southern California. And this is part of the reason why. Like, imagine waking up to this every morning. You're on permanent vacation here. So you can see these homes are being built on the top. So brand new home being built over there, and you can see how expansive it is. Again, homes run up to 22,000 square feet here. And there's a lot of historical significance here in Crystal Cove. They do have, in Crystal Cove at the Crystal Cove State Park, they have the cottages that are available for rent. So if you needed a staycation from, if you're here and you want to be right down on the water in the beach, like, you can definitely rent out those homes. Or if you have family coming to visit while you're in this community, you definitely have that option. And we're going to come up on that the double gate, the additional gated community over here on the right-hand side. You can see the pillars coming up, and then we're going to pan to the right-hand side so you can see the additional gate where you do need to have resident access. All right. And then on the lower side of where Crystal Cove is, a lot of those homes are going to be the development homes, the homes that were built by builders, so not the custom homes. They are what some people might call those production homes or developer homes, or homes that were built specifically by a builder. So that's that's going to be on the lower side. And again, this is another one of those communities, the private communities here. And yeah, it's just really gorgeous over here. And look at this mountain biker. He's trying to make his way up the mountain over here. So lots of accessibility to natural, like nature and recreational things to do out here. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So you have the scenic coastal setting here. You have some of the most dramatic coastal cliffs and sandy beaches with stunning views like the one straight ahead that we're looking at right now. It's just visually striking out here, which is why you have to pay top dollar to be here, and it's worth every single penny. And they do have a lot of upscale amenities here, so we're going to go down to the bottom and we're going to do a walkthrough through the shops, the Crystal Cove shops, which has a lot of different options for the residents here. They have a market over there, they have eating options, they got shopping options over there. So we'll walk through that and kind of give you an idea of what they have to offer over there. But let's turn into one of these streets so you can see what these houses look like on the bottom. What I love about these streets also is that there's only homes on one side. So you don't have to look across to another set of homes on the other side. You just have homes on one side, which makes it, I personally feel like, for me, feels a little bit more private. And it's all about that privacy and exclusivity and just being able to not have to deal with too many neighbors. And there's two gates that get you into Crystal Cove. There's Deep Sea and Waves End. And we're heading out towards the shops, towards PCH. And this is the 24-hour guard gated location where the guards are all at. So you'll have to check in through here in order to get into the community. We're here in Crystal Cove. We're gonna check out this amazing home. 11,360,000, 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 5,500 square feet. I'm so excited to show this one to you guys. We are here at the shops at Crystal Cove, and right behind me is the Crystal Cove State Park, just a part of it. It's over 2,000 acres of protected wilderness, and it's got beaches, it's got tide pools, and then here at the shops we have fast casual dining. So you have Bear Flag, you have the butchery for sandwiches and meat, and then you have some coffee shops. So you have the Black BLK Coffee. If you wanted to try their Vietnamese sandwiches, are super tasty. Their avocado toast is really yummy. You have a Williams Sonoma over here. So if you needed to do some shopping, you got a Gap. Yeah, there's just lots to do here. Fine dining if you need it. You got Javier's, you got Mastro's Ocean Club. And then of course you need a market, and one of my favorite markets personally, Trader Joe's. So can't go wrong with Trader Joe's, and these are all easily accessible for those who are living in the Crystal Cove community. It's just literally right when you come out of the gates, it's going to be right here. So if you are living in the Crystal Cove community, you don't have to go far to get easy access to these things. Please remember that all the information given on pricing in today's video reflects the current market at the time that I made this. Now that we've seen all three of these neighborhoods, which one is your favorite? Which neighborhood best fits your overall lifestyle? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below.